there everyone! Welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Roundup. I'm your host Isabella Leslie Miller, and I'll be walking you through some of this week's biggest stories in the world of data science. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to stay in the loop, and do let us know in the comments which story you're finding most interesting this week. In our first story this week, Microsoft have announced the addition of text-to-image AI software into their Office ecosystem. The new app, called Microsoft Designer, enables users to create images based on a written prompt, in much the same way as big-name applications like DALL-E and Stable Diffusion. The plan is to roll out Microsoft Designer both as a free standalone app and as a more feature-filled version integrated into the Microsoft 365 subscription. While the app isn't quite ready for launch, a web-based preview is available, and Microsoft has invited users to give feedback in order to improve the designer experience. We're interested to see what limitations Microsoft will put on the service in the wake of the huge debate surrounding AI-generated art and imagery. Designer is likely to be built on DALL-E 2, which has received criticism from the art community for using copyrighted works as training data. What do you think of this integration? Let us know in the comments. Our next story takes a look at how AI fire helmets designed by Scottish scientists could significantly improve safety levels for firefighters. Designed by researchers from the University of Edinburgh with support from the National Robotarium, the helmet uses AI to combine data from thermal imaging cameras, radar, and other sensors mounted on standard-issue fire helmets, giving firefighters real-time information from fire scenes. The entire sensor rig weighs less than 1 kilogram and uses affordable, off-the-shelf parts that are easy to fit to standard-issue fire helmets. The team aims to develop the technology further to give the helmet the ability to create 3D maps and provide wearers with a built-in heads-up display screen. The experts believe that this helmet will mainly improve navigation, especially in places with low visibility and with compromised structures. We love hearing about how AI is being used to keep people safe, and we can't wait to see what exciting improvements data science will bring to firefighting in the future. In our next story, Activision wants to patent technology that could give the players of multiplayer games a personal soundtrack based on their current in-game situation and status. Typically, multiplayer games use a standard dynamic soundtrack that switches between pre-recorded music tracks depending on a game's situation. For example, if you're about to lose an objective, the music might take on a sense of urgency, or if you're on a point streak, the music might sound triumphant. Activision's new idea, however, would use AI to generate entirely new music for each player in each game. The patent explains that the game could take into account a number of factors, such as the player's current skill level, how well they're playing, how they move in the game, and their experience, and use AI to create bespoke accompanying audio. The hope is that this will create a greater sense of immersion and customizability for players. And let's face it, it's just pretty cool to think that you could get your very own soundtrack tailored to your performance. What do you think of this idea from Activision? Hype or overkill? In our final story, we'll take a look at how CircularNet helps reduce waste using machine learning. Many people find recycling confusing. On average, about 1 in 5 pieces of rubbish go into the wrong recycling bin, resulting in costs of billions of dollars each year as recycling facilities have to manage our poorly sorted rubbish. To tackle this growing problem, Google has introduced CircularNet, a set of object detection and segmentation models for waste object detection. The team developed a customized and globally applicable taxonomy of material types, for example paper or metal, and material forms, such as a can or a bottle, in order to handle the wide variety of recyclable goods. Data for the model came from material recovery facilities, which provided large image datasets of different kinds of trash. Google has released the trained models in full, as well as data pre-processing guidelines. If you want to take a closer look, click the link in the description below. That's the end of another roundup. Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments and look forward to bringing you the latest and greatest in data science again next week. See you then.